to know the candidates personally. Personality, their personality.
Amazing, Craig. Let's hear from the first candidate. We would like to introduce Ben Scotland and Stephen Sport.
All right, so now, I'm sure you're a little bit shocked that Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt just walked onto the stage. Fear not. If you look closely, you'll see it's me, Ben Scotland, and my close friend, Steve Sport. And if you look even more closely, you'll see that we're Mel Lastman and SARS.
Picking a theme for this year's presidential election was a difficult task, to say the least.
That's right, but none of them tested quite as highly as a horrible disease on this city, and SARS.
Well, that's not really true. Other high-testing themes include Jay-Z and Beyonce, and soap and a soap dish.
That's right, but Steve's too pretty to pull off Beyonce, and I smell too rank to pretend I've been anywhere near soap. We finally settled on David Suzuki and the nature of things until a week ago, when Steve suddenly caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror and realized he wasn't Japanese. He called me in a state of panic, and we quickly pieced together a theme that would bring fear into the hearts of the voters.
Mel Lastman and SARS was born, because honestly, what's scarier than Mel Lastman?
All right, let's start this off. We're going to start by telling you a little about ourselves. First, Steve. Steve's a complicated man. No one understands him, not even his woman. But I do. Can you dig it? When you think of Steve, a lot of words come to mind. Charming, witty, handsome, sophisticated. Are not these words. Steve has often been described as high maintenance. In fact, he claims to use 17 different types of shampoos, conditioners, and fortifying lotions to sculpt such areas of hair as the coif and the brow. Legend has it that Steve is not a real person. This is false. When Steve's not busy campaigning, he can be found beekeeping, taking sunlit power walks on the beach because moonlit walks are too cliché, and counting his toes. Yes, Steve, they're all there. Steve has often been mistaken for Michael Flatley from Lord of the Dance. Can he kick it? Yes, he can. Rumor has it that Steve can bling like the Neptune sound. This is false. Well, that's enough about Steve. Let's get to me.
My good friend Ben was born in North Leaside, where the players play. And they ride on their banks, like every day. Big beats hit streets. See gangsters rolling. And parties don't stop till 8 in the morning. What I'm trying to say is Ben and trouble go together like soap and a soap dish. Asking what makes Ben bad is like asking what makes water wet.
I'm what you had, baby girl. What you had.
Now, at this point you may have noticed that we failed to mention any of our accomplishments or achievements or contributions to the school.
This is because we have none. Neither Steve nor I have done absolutely anything to help contribute to this school.
Nothing. We haven't gone to a single club, tried out for a team, gone to a single committee. We haven't even been spotted at a single anime club meeting.
Not one. Rumor has it this is because we're too engaged in our studies.
This is very false.
Now you may ask yourself, why would two people who have never done anything for this school want to run for president? Well, the reason is simple. We're doing it to impress girls.
Nothing else we do seems to work, so it's worth a try.
However, this is not to say that we do not plan on doing anything for this school as your presidents, or that we don't care about this school.
We want to be your presidents like a drug addict wants his drugs.
Because he's addicted to them.
We love this school. We think it's beautiful. So beautiful, in fact, that it makes rainbows look dark and not pretty in comparison.
Alright, we have quite a list of things to do, however, to improve this school even more. Firstly, there will be an official water balloon day and an official white t-shirt day, which may or may not both fall on the same day. Secondly,
Henceforth, grade 9 day shall be turned into a classical style emu hunt. In which each grade 9 shall be armed with a single sling and a single stone, 1 inch in diameter, and sent into a labyrinth with 17 full-grown emus. Either they hunt or become the hunted.
That's right, don't worry all you animal lovers out there. I'm pretty sure none of those emus are gonna get hurt. Thirdly, we will encourage the raising of any hooved livestock for the school, for the enjoyment of, well, everybody.
Fourthly, I propose that we make a trade with Northern, our lawn bowling club, for their swimming pool. It gets better. But when they send us the swimming pool, we don't send them.
Fifthly, cornbread. Ain't nothing wrong with that. In closing, I'd like to add that Steve and I are quite confident that we'll probably lose this election.
In fact, I'd wager any of my Star Wars action figures that we will, except for Boba Fett. I'm never so sure as to bet the Fett.
However, we would be quite happy if we did win this election. So when you're staring down at that ballot and all you can think about are short skirts, mark down Ben Scotland and Steve Spohr, President, 2003-2004. And remember, we ain't going nowhere.
We can't be stopped now. Bad boys for life.
Woo!